Hello, everyone. My name is Gemma Stratton, and I'm one of the pediatric therapists at Life with Cancer. I'm excited to welcome you all to today's mindful meditation. The month of May will be centered around a theme of joy. So we'll go ahead and get started. First, I want to take some time to make a list. Get started. This can be a list that maybe you're going to write it down. Maybe there's a scrap piece of paper near you, a Post-it note, or you can make this list as a mental list, something in your mind's eye, whatever allows you to make some space to consider what you are grateful for and perhaps often overlook wherever you happen to be. Focus on the small and seemingly insignificant things, the things that bring you joy that maybe you don't always bring your awareness to, don't always notice. Maybe you notice the smell of coffee in the morning, or there's a particular view that you're fond of, whether it's a view that you can see now or a view that you remember. The texture of a favorite blanket, a genuine smile from someone you love, or a family member or friend, kind words that have been shared with you, maybe the buttons or fabric of a favorite piece of clothing that you love to put on. So let yourself make a little bit of that list, things that come to mind as you think about those insignificant, maybe small, everyday things that bring a little bit of that joy in. Let yourself savor each item on your list. Let it land, noticing what it can be like to simply acknowledge your gratitude. And allow yourself to become easily pleased. These little moments of joy that you can't help it but just feel a little bit of that gratitude when you think about those things. And so maybe I find myself feeling gratitude for fresh water that flows out of the tap and into the drain. And it moves so fast, but brings joy, brings satisfaction. It allows me to wash my hands, to have a drink of water, to feel clean. So that can be a very moment of a little bit of joy, a little bit of self-care. And even though in a moment that practice might be over. And so if it's comfortable for you, you can go ahead and close your eyes, or you can lower and soften your gaze. Again, finding a seat that is comfortable, relaxed, pose or position in your chair or wherever you might be right now that's comfortable that you can sit in for a little bit. And consider the infinite sources of those little things you created that list of that you feel grateful for. For instance, water is beautiful, but what of that water? Where did it come from? It fell from the sky, it gathered in creeks and streams, then rivers and lakes, and perhaps evaporated and rained again, gathered somewhere and entered into the pipes that came into the house, let the water out of the tap into the drain, and then it's gone. All of the people, all of the causes, conditions, the construction, the gathering, the forces of nature that converge for this one moment. Water. So what are you grateful for? To whom are you grateful for? Perhaps acknowledging the people, both known and unknown, that contributed to this experience, this particular cup of tea, to the particular comfortable chair that you might be thinking of, to that favorite sweater. Who was involved? Who helped bring that joy to you? And ask yourself, how do you feel? What do you notice is present for you right now? This is a practice you can do at any time on a regular basis. For now, do you notice any joy, comfort in thinking about your list? And take a moment to savor that. Notice if anything unpleasant arises. Perhaps you're feeling badly because you're not feeling enough gratitude, or the feeling doesn't bring you as much joy as you would like. And if those things are coming up, just let go of that for now. Could you acknowledge your intentions to simply open up to things in your environment that you're grateful for? And let go of needing to have a certain feeling. Letting that joy, that feeling of being easily pleased by whatever was on your list, and let it come. And just savor that moment. And give yourself a moment to pat yourself on the back for having intentionally let go of striving for at least a little while. And know that this practice of gratitude can build on itself with time. One key to knowing joy is that feeling of being easily pleased. So we allow ourselves to be easily pleased and let gratitude land. Again, it might be these moments that we don't think much of, or moments that might be insignificant to others, but mean something. Let it make a mark on our hearts and in our awareness. Could it soften and warm our hearts and our experience today? Our way of encountering the world. And as you feel ready and you have that joy in your mind, your heart, you can open your eyes to lift your gaze and return your attention to the room around you. And so whether you created a mental list or a physical list today, I invite you to keep it at the corner of your mind or at your desk space or wherever you might be today, even your phone or somewhere that maybe as the day continues, you can allow your mind to drift back over to your list, over to those things that brought you those little moments of joy. Allow your gaze to read over those moments if it's sitting nearby. And allow yourself to return to that feeling, joy, feeling of gratitude, even for those small and everyday things. And thank you for participating in this mindful meditation focused on joy. And allow yourself to practice that either today or this week. Maybe making that practice of when you need a little bit of that reminder of joy, what is the moment, even 10, 30 seconds, it's making your list, mental or physical. And as we have about 5 minutes left of this time, feel free to take it to continue thinking about those things. Or just taking a moment to engage in a little bit of that self-care, finding that moment of joy for yourselves right now, whether that is having a snack, getting a drink of water, going on a walk, stretching. And thank you for participating, and have a great rest of your Wednesday. And we hope to see you back next week. So feel free to stay on or sign off, but just take these next 5 minutes to continue engaging in that feeling of gratitude, of joy. Thank you for joining us all practice this together today.